Ah, okay. All right. Here we go. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into Emilia Perez. Yes, that movie that everyone's been talking about. Whether it's the controversial movie topic or its take as a modern musical with, let's call it, untraditional musical performances, this movie has everyone talking. And that's not swaying the critics, or the Academy for that matter, because it's nominated for 13 Oscars. 13! That's a lot. I watched it last week. It was okay. The movie is fine. It's good. It's a movie. I took this less as a musical movie and more as like a musical meets interpretive dance type of movie. I wasn't too impressed with the vocals personally, but we'll get to that in a moment. But warning, some of the lyrics are, let's say, not rated PG and make viewers feel just a little uncomfy, okay? Just a little. But with that, let's get started. A lot of stuff going on at once. Okay. De la violencia, la compasión. Alright, that was surprising first few vocals right there. It seems like Zoe has a pretty good range here. A little more than what I would have expected. This is the first time I'm hearing her sing in a big feature film like this. Her Spanish comes through really well. People who speak Spanish tend to speak a bit fast, like myself. Cuando hablamos de la violencia, that could be a mouthful. And she sang that quite clearly, enunciated really well. I knew exactly what she was saying. And the way she finishes that note is really great. Using the at the end to project a bit more, so that's really good. Hablemos de nuestros muertos, hablemos de nuestras sombras, acojamos nuestro mundo. Cuando hablamos de violencia, abramos el corazón. So this is the violencia. Las mujeres pelaremos los hombres, abracemos la miseria. This is where I see like a musical becoming more like you're talking through a song, kind of like Les Mis. That's another really good example on how the whole show is just singing and you're singing through words. I'm also pleasantly surprised with her breath support here because she's singing these phrases pretty quickly and she's holding them out throughout these verses. So that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to that. That last note isn't as pretty as I'd like for it to be, but given the topic of the song, I can see why maybe they wanted a bit more of like a raw kind of voice cracking, less of a pitch perfect type of a way to end that song. But in this song alone, I've already learned that Zoe has a bit of a vocal range here to work with, and so far could be the most talented of the singers in this movie. That's just my initial take right there, if she has a lot of the songs in the movie. So now we have Todo y Nada, All and Nothing from the movie. ¿Cuánto tiempo más agacharé la cabeza? ¿Cuánto tiempo más les lameré las botas? Yeah, so here she's talking to herself. That's how the song's starting. Not supposed to be singing like in full chest, head voice, if you will. Well, a slight voice crack there, but again, she's not going all out yet. And another thing I'm getting from these songs is that the song style is not very melodic in nature. It's short, quick, kind of staccato-y type of singing here. That's a nice little vibrato there at the end. Okay, now we got ensemble coming in. Ooh. Even that got me. All right, love it. How much more time? Okay, yeah. Kind of like that kind of shots in the movie when they're focusing on her face and backing out. That's kind of cool there. I'm liking the song just a bit more, just for like the styling a bit. For that reason, I liked it a bit more. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wait, let me go back. Okay, so she said it a couple times now. Depending on the region that you're in, but Mexican Spanish, it's yo llamo. Yeah, ¿por qué me llamo? So she said llamo, which there are definitely Spanish-speaking countries that have more of a je sounding llamo. I think Argentina has it, but Mexico, it's ¿por qué me llamo? ¿Por qué me llamo? ¿Por qué me llamo? That's giving me off a bit that, okay, she's not a Mexican Spanish-speaking person. That takes away a bit from me. Yeah, ¿por qué yo? Again, there's that. Not the worst thing, but definitely can see why some critics were saying that this was not true Mexican Spanish. She's fighting for those notes, and that's not too crazy high. It's a very light head voice. I want to see a bit more support there, a little bit more of diaphragm coming in there. And even when she gets to the high falsetto, it's not giving me a lot of emotion there, even though from her facial expression, she's fighting to hit those notes. And she got them, but I was hoping for a bit more oomph there, you know? A little more positive ending there. No tengo nada que perder. So that seems to be her natural tone. And it's pretty good. If she keeps working on it, I think she can definitely hit that clear tone in higher notes and with a little more diaphragm support there. That's probably the cleanest singing I've heard so far from her. And it's pretty good. I would have liked for her to do a bit more of an ah shape there instead of tengo todo que ganar, ganar. I think it's more of a style choice than more than anything, but I'm always going to be team ah. Tengo todo que ganar and not tengo todo que ganar. But I get that she's getting there because she's smiling, right? And she's sending the song on a positive note. It's just this ganar, 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 ganar. Again, it's all style choice more than anything, but it just doesn't sound as pretty, okay? It doesn't. Now we're gonna move on to El Mal. Zoe Saldaña, again, she has the most singing in this. I can see why she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. She does a lot of supporting here, that's for sure. Whoa. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. This song is a lot faster than what we've been hearing. More sing talking here. But again, very impressed here already with the first, 11 seconds. She's said a lot, enunciating really well. De pruebas. Okay. The thing about this modern musical is the dancing is just throwing me for a loop here. Rita, the character, is just doing a lot of like movements here and there. I guess you can call it dancing. I cannot but laugh with it because it's just her. This song has a bit more punch to it with the electric guitar in the background, and for that, this song is a bit cool. Oh, now we get both. Soy Emilia Pérez, una mujer mexicana, una mujer como las demás. Okay, now we have Karla singing, and yeah, it's so airy, it's so breathy, which works as a music style. For example, Billie Eilish. But this one, again, with this like the sing talking going on, you just don't get much from her. Her vocal range does not seem really high, just from these few verses here. Una mujer como las demás. Una mujer como las demás. Like, that's how she says it. But if she had a little bit more of a training, una mujer como las demás, those notes aren't high. I wish she would have gotten a bit more voice training there because she's not getting hard notes there.
Secretario de Educación dice pública especialista en las empresas fantasmas o sus contratos y sí son reales, pero las escuelas no se construyen ahora. Cuéntanos, Chucho, ¿de dónde sacaste tu jet al de tu hotel?
De tu hotel. I mean, I will say, Zoe's really giving it her all in these performances, which I can appreciate for sure. And she's got a lot of words to memorize. Like, I don't envy that position right now. So yeah, given the lack of melodies and the fact that this song doesn't really go anywhere, it's so monotone, I give her props for trying to give some of these lyrics flair. But if this is a musical, I wish there was just more, right? But again, modern musical.
Gobernador, ¿quién votó por él? La gente o el cártel. Hay que compró, ahí sí, uno a uno los votos de los campesinos. Págale al cártel bombón. Ya están sentados en tu pinche trono.
Oh, damn, okay.
Los caminos de la vida. Pero gracias a Dios, tengo a mi lado a una mujer excepcional, a Rita Mora Castro. Ella es la inteligencia andando, la inteligencia andando.
Inteligencia dando. She can hit that with a bit more breath support, okay? When I said I wasn't too impressed with the vocals, this is why. Modern musical, remember? Modern musical. Modern take. More contemporary, right? That's what we have to remember.
Es muy difícil. No eres cojo de nacimiento. En tu próximo puto retraso de pago acabarás en la silla de rueda, lo sabes.
Yeah, damn, she's just so many words here. The blocking in this is insane. She's hitting each mark.
Querido Gabriel Mendoza, con su nueva mujer, su nueva esposa, muy joven.
Joven. Okay, I don't know about that. Very young is muy joven. And the J there is not that hard. She gave a very type of J there. Didn't need it, but again, style choices here. Oh my god, wait, I forgot she takes her hair. Ah, okay. Oh, right. Here we go. Una tragedia. Uy, es una condena. I don't know. I don't like how she's singing it. Es una condena. That's another high note for sure. And that's probably the highest note that they made Karla sing. I'm impressed with her hitting it. I just wish maybe they would have given her a bit more vocal training to really give that a really clear, nice tone to it. But it seems like this overall, the style of this song, it's not meant to be very melodic and pretty, if you will. But yes, that was the other thing that made these vocal performances fall flat for me, is you have a great number right here with Zoe kind of carrying this whole song here, and then you have Karla coming in. When you have a song with multiple voices, you want to complement each other. You want to give something else to the song. That's an example of where the performances are falling flat for me. So now we're gonna go into some Selena Gomez songs here.
Bienvenida a tu país amado, bonita, a tu cárcel primita, donde todo es caro. Y gracias a la familia, bienvenida.
I forgot how weird this song is, which, you know, again, modern musical. I'm not here to critique too hard on that because she's a Mexican heritage and just didn't speak a lot of it or claim that she lost it. That happens. But the fact that she's in this movie playing a Mexican American, I don't know, some of these words just, they came off weird to me, okay? And as someone who can speak it, that's really all I'm coming from. Not criticizing her as a person or anything more than that. If we're just talking about the singing, the talking, some of the Spanish comes off a bit like, more like a spell. Like, cárcel primita. The J sounds like I don't know what's going on there. I heard prison and cousin. Interesting start to a song.
Se amable saluda, querida, a tu tía matrona Emilia, a las nuevas custodias primita.
Yeah, you know what it is too? It's the R's. It's the R's that are really gonna get me for her. She said cousin, because you end with an A. So talking about a female cousin. But she's rolling the R in a way that it's not necessary. She says primita. It's prima. 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 No. Prima. Prima. If Spanish is not your first language, that's a little bit harder to say. I totally get it. But the constant R's, they're taking me away from it. And the dancing here.
Sentirás tan cómoda, tonta, que nunca te fugarás. Bienvenida.
I want to say there's a lot going on, but in reality, it's just you're trying to understand what she's saying. And it's hard. I wish this video had the captions. It's hard to follow. It really is. Okay.
Yo cuidé a los niños, basta. Yo lloré a choros, tonta. Me ocupé de todo.
Uh-huh.
Usted me traga. Ahora no me chinguen, primita.
It's just there's a lot going on here, and again, it's the creative vision that I think the director had that attributes to this take of like a modern musical. This is just her mad and saying words. Maybe you're just meant to focus more on what you're seeing than what you're hearing, I guess. Okay, so she's gone crazy. She's gone a little cuckoo right now. Which, hey, I would be a little bit too if after like 4 or 5 years in hiding in a European country, all of a sudden you get this phone call that says, hey, I know you. You're a family member and you don't know me, but I know you, and come to my house and bring the kids. Yeah, that's a bit sketchy. But now we've been beat. Selena's last note here is the highest of the notes that we've heard so far in the movie, and that's a high note there, and she hits it pretty cleanly, pretty well. So again, this song is like there's not a lot of actual singing happening. Just right here till the end is when she kind of has her yelling moment of like, oh my god, where have I been taken to? My question is though, is she hitting this high note while she's shaking her head, or is that the studio? I want to say it's a studio, but all the more props to her hitting this high note. Pretty decent. Now on to another Selena song. I would say this is her big solo, and this song also features the actor Edgar Ramirez, who is Venezuelan, I believe. And he plays Gustavo, a former lover who, now that she's back in Mexico City, is like, hey, let's meet up. I'm back. So this is her song. I forget if this is nominated too. It could be nominated as like one of the best songs for the Oscars. This one seems to be an actual song. Okay, they're like in a karaoke type setting. Interesting start to this song too. So this song also doesn't seem to be like woohoo powerhouse vocals that we're gonna get here. Da 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 da. That's probably as much as we're gonna get in terms of the vocal range. With that said, pretty easy to sing, right? Seemingly, but even here, I'm still catching Selena not really singing. I feel like there is a bit more of singing here, and because of the setting that they're at a karaoke bar type thing, and they're tipsy and they've been drinking, so they're more having fun as like characters and acting out a karaoke versus actually giving me a performance. So that's just one thing I'm noticing so far, which isn't bad, but again, that's why I'm saying like I didn't really watch this through the lens of a musical. I'm just watching this as like, okay, someone is now just doing karaoke. Okay, we're getting more notes here. Definitely I'm hearing some studio recording version there. That's very much, I would say, Selena singing style. I think she can hit the notes, but they overproduce her music so much so that, I don't know, it's like you either are giving me a karaoke recording or giving me a studio recording. I will say though, I'm hearing Edgar actually singing a bit more than Selena in some of these verses, so I'll give him that. You know, he's trying to give more to this performance. I want to love myself like I want them to love me. You know, you're talking about love. While it's a very common song topic, it also can be really powerful and moving and inspiring, but I'm just not getting a lot of that there, you know, and I'm just getting two characters flirting with each other. Yeah, I forgot they do that with this song. So they say amen, meaning like amar, to love, but then amen, like amen, like amen. Interesting thing to do there. And then we get this interesting sequence of dancing, which I don't know. It's probably my favorite part of the song right now. A little bit more here. Es mi camino. It's my road. It's my path. Okay. Well, that's her. So I have a question to that. So now that we're getting into this new scene here, is this Selena still singing? Or is it someone else singing? Since, you know, they were supposedly karaokeing this song. So what really is going on is my question here. But I do hear more parts from her. So this bit right here. Yeah, siento. Like, was that her? Who knows? Maybe it is her. Which, if it is her, then very clean, clear tone there. And then that's definitely her, because she just take away everything else that people say about her. But her singing, I'm sorry, but she can get real nasal. The way she hits mi camino, just to try to get to that note, and she gets there. To be fair, she gets there, but I would like for it to sound a bit more open. Mi camino. Instead, it's mi camino. Not my favorite, but she hit the note. So there's that song. This song definitely shows off more singing vocal talent from both Selena and Edgar's character, so I'll give him that. I appreciate that he was showing off some vocal stylings there. But for the most part, still, seeing the song is more as like, okay, we're just seeing like a scene play out between characters doing karaoke thing, makes it better for me. All right, so now for the last song that we'll listen to. This is Zoe Saldaña's song that everyone's talking about. Once I start playing it, you guys will know why many people are reacting to this song and like, like, what is this song about?
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
To woman, or woman to men,
Man to woman.
from penis to vagina. It for you.
For me.
What would you like to know about it, madam?
He can sing pretty well, but already, can we recognize what the song is about? Okay.
Know it all. What is the protocol? The techniques and the risks. How many operations? How much time do you need?
Okay, am I hearing this, or is she forcing an accent here when she doesn't need to? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. what is the protocol? And here she goes, what is the protocol? I get her character knows English, but come on, if you can sing it, I'd prefer no accent. The accent is not necessary. Ironically, it feels forced and just takes away from the performance for me.
Mammoplasty,
Yes.
vaginoplasty,
Yes.
Oh my god.
laryngoplasty,
What is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh my god. Did we need a song about this? I guess so. I will say, even for the words that are being sung right now, that is the most kind of melody and vocal range we've been getting out of this whole musical. So let me just give points to that, okay? The ensemble is really carrying the musical right now.
Last bumpis just for the bat. How much will it be?
And here's another thing that people talk about is like the word choices that they pick in translating songs. So they just said, nomás por las pompis, just for the butt. The more specific word you could use for butt is trasero, or there's another word that I won't say that's a more, I guess, vulgar way to call it. But there's a proper way to say the word butt. Pompis just immediately just tells me, like I was saying that as a kid.
For you, $4,500.
Hey, here we go. Hey, it's an upbeat, fun song, right? I mean, if there's any song to make about sex changes, this is it, right? Compared to El Mal, I mean, there's a lot more to the music in this song. So I will say that. The way it's composed, there's an ensemble with the chorus and backing vocals in that way. So I will say that the song has a lot more to it than some of the other songs we've listened to, even compared to Mi Camino and Selena's Bienvenida, which you hired Selena to have the most vocal range out of all the actors here. And I don't know if they really utilized her. Okay, so we went through all those songs. What did you think about the performances? Do you think everyone's kind of gone a little bit too overkill on the criticism? Or do you think it's warranted? This should not be nominated at all, and there should be no place for it at the Oscars. Zoe carried the show. That is a fact. I think she's a pretty strong standing in winning supporting actor just for that reason. Was she the best singer? No. But she was given the most to do, and she did it really well. The blocking, talking, singing really fast, and she was just given the most songs. I don't know why, but that's how it worked out. Selena, they should have used her more, in my opinion. And then Karla, I mean, she was barely there from a singing perspective. Breathy, she hit some notes here and there, but I wish she also would have given us a bit more, given she was the lead character in the movie, nominated for Best Actress. So we'll see. If she wins Best Actress, it won't be because of her singing. With that said, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.